How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? My name is Shawn, and I love City Skylines, and I will cover the news until we can actually play City Skylines 2, right? So,
Mail call! Mail call! Mail call! The mail's here!
here we go. We have received a wealth of information from Paradox and Colossal Order, and we will continue to get more information each week in the form of these dev diaries.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
With the new one actually coming out tomorrow after the time of you seeing this video, right? So it's obvious that modders will and probably already are hard at work with new ideas of old mods and new, right? They work in like crazy ways.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
So now that we have a broad understanding so far, at least I think so anyway, of the game, I'd like to take a moment to discuss the mods I think will be added almost immediately upon launch. Keep in mind, Colossal uses community modders on the regular to help assist them in their game development. So the fact that nobody's even talking about this, so what kind of mods could be in the game, is just crazy to me. So I want to do that. So this new game, should be no different with mods, right? Heck, they even use $2.20 to make New Dollarton. So you know they use creators and they use modders and they use the community to help themselves out, right? He made New Dollarton the feature city for the trailers, so that just proves it right there. So believe me when I say modders are already hard at work. Believe me. Until we get the game, it's impossible to guess what new mods we will end up seeing, but we can safely assume there will be a handful of mods we are familiar with returning in new but similar fashions, different ways, right? Old mods delivered to us in new ways. Don't be too hard, not too aggressive, but will you please beat the like button?
Oh my...
To appease the algorithm, YouTube gods, right? And subscribe if you think I earned it at the end. So, here we go. First on our list, the Unlock All Mod tool, right? I know this seems obvious, but I think it will make a return in some form. It could be a thing in-game already, but if this feature isn't already, then you know there will be a version like it for all the unlockable milestone buildings at least. This should affect locked roads, industries, vanilla assets, services, parks, and so forth. This could also include border tiles the game may not allow us to access in vanilla, like the 81 tiles in Cities 1, right? It could also unlock anything we haven't seen in the game yet as information releases. It's still early on in progress, so some version of this will be a must for creative builders who bypass the progression style game design for an open laissez-faire style sandbox type of gameplay with no restrictions, right? It's a must. You got to have this mod in some capacity if they haven't outright just allowed you to have a sandbox feature in the game itself, right? Okay, so moving on to the second one. I think it will in some way, shape, or form make a comeback, and that's Bob. If you don't know, Bob allows you to break apart any asset in the game from a building to a billboard and allows you to move the objects used to create the asset, which you normally wouldn't be able to do. This allows you to adjust adjust or remove altogether, like parking lots, foliage, signage, building objects, and so forth. Some assets in vanilla you just need to be tweaked, to fit into a specific area of your city, and using Bob allows you to tailor each asset to fit anywhere. Ultimate creative control and your assets become modular, right? There has been some modular style customization from what I've seen, but this is a must for any in-depth builder. You gotta have Bob. Okay, so 3 and 4 kind of go hand in hand, and I'll join them together. This road and prop anarchy, right? Yeah, those mods, right? There's different versions of those mods, but we all know the popular ones. There seems to be a lot less clipping in the new game, but people are going to want to be able to curve buildings along curved roads, and I haven't really seen that in the new game. And slightly adjusting the building over a half meter for just so you can add, a hedgerow along the side. People do that kind of stuff, and beyond giving us their version of a prop placement anarchy tool to place anything anywhere, I don't see it wouldn't be a matter of days before we get a new version of one or both of these classic mods. Probably day one if they don't have some sort of version of that in the game, and we don't really know. I mean, it kind of looks like anarchy. You can just kind of drag a road across, but I mean, there's a lot more to anarchy than just dragging a road across multiple intersections, right? So the last but not least is RICO. Ploppable RICO allows you to just and plop buildings and have a whole set of custom-made assets to freely distribute at will and then actually be functional, right? This is a must. I know it's had some issues in the past, but I sure hope a new and improved version of this thing surfaces again, just in case, you know, we can't place vanilla, or we want to mix and match Steam assets with vanilla. You know, if you know about this mod, then you know that it's something that will be a must for anyone who tends to subscribe to a ton of assets. I know it's kind of been made, you know, it's like you don't really have to have it anymore, but I think like a version of Rico, I don't know, maybe it's just familiar to me. Maybe it's just like a special type of mod that I like, but a lot of people use it. You know what I mean? A lot of people use it. So I can see this coming back into like a new way for the new game, for sure. But that's really it, you know. That's about it, y'all. Alrighty, so let me know which 5 you think or want to see added after launch. I mean, there's so many mods out there that people really thoroughly enjoy, and there's a lot of things that people like will just swear by. But I think these are some of like the most basic mods that you that's like a foundation for other mods. Like you can't really use all the other mods unless you have the unlock all tiles or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like it really just depends on your playstyle and who you are. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got for you guys. There isn't much left to say except I hope you enjoyed this discussion, and if you're new, subscribe please, because we aren't stopping anytime soon, right? So until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk, seen them drop.